All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another great episode of the Gentleman's Experiment. It's your favorite color in the world. It's your favorite color in the world, brown, along with my co-host, the General. And we are here today to talk about something special and something amazing. And we have another lady guest on the show to share her opinions and her standpoints and her perspective. And her name is Kyla. But before we get into who Miss Kyla is, I want to talk to my co-host and just ask him how he's doing. I see he got the Cowboys attire on. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm not really into football. That's his thing. But I know he's a Cowboys fan. So what's going on with you, brother?
Hard, baby. We just got back in. We came back from watching the game.
Okay.
On TV, so we had to go out to the restaurant and watch
Mm-hmm.
that. But the boys put that ass whipping. We came, we showed out, we did what we supposed to do, and so it's another week. That's why we drinking this. This good stuff over here.
Okay. And what are you drinking? What are you drinking? Tell the world. They want to know.
Anyway.
Okay, he went hard. He went hard already. Okay.
Yeah,
and
I like the
now
harmony.
we have.
You like that? There you go. I like her already. Well, I like her.
And now we have somebody special, somebody amazing, somebody who I know is born for this type of thing right here. Her name is Kyla, and Kyla, tell the world who you are, what you do, and why you are so amazing.
Well, I don't know if we have enough time for me to explain why I'm so amazing. I mean, we're gonna have to definitely break it up into segments. But no, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting all that. So special. But me and Will have known each other for years, right? Like high school days at this point.
Wow.
It's been a minute. And now we are prospering. I am in real estate. I work in property management for an amazing company. There's a lot of growth, a lot of new experiences that I'm learning and things that I'm adjusting to as well, because it's completely different from what I was doing previously, which was fashion for I wanted to say more than 10 years now, but
Nice,
I have been in real estate now for a little over 2 years, and I do have to say I love it. But I do have a niche.
Gift of gab.
Yes.
Oh shit! She know how to sell water to a well.
Yes.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
So she know how to sell water to a well, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my motto. Like when it comes to real estate, I'm like, listen, I can sell water to a well. I can sell ice to, what do they call
Eskimo.
it? Eskimo.
I thought she was going to rap a Jay-Z verse.
Right.
I got some bars. No, I'm kidding. I don't. I cannot rap. It's not. No, thank you. But yeah, I love real estate. I'm enjoying it, but I also, like you said, well, I'm trying to get my foot into this game, and I'm gonna learn from you guys. I'm gonna watch y'all take the lead, because you know me, I'm inquisitive, so I got 1,001 questions in my head already. So I'm gonna let y'all lead with this stuff.
Right. All right. So here's the thing. So the purpose of our podcast is to have experimental questions. So we want to ask these tough questions, and really try to come up with answers. Now, sometimes we don't really agree. Sometimes we do agree. Sometimes we have these aha moments, and sometimes we're like, man, I really needed to hear that. But we, at the end of the day, we come out learning something. So that's why we want to continue having these experimental conversations. So that leads me to the very first question, and I'm going to ask you two to answer, and then I'll answer, and I'll follow up at the end. The first question is, can a man and a woman truly just be friends? Platonic. But I want to add a little caveat to this. Both the individuals are attractive. So can you be just platonic friends, two attractive people? The floor is yours.
I'm going to let this song go first.
Okay.
What you mean? Ladies go first.
Nope.
Ladies. This is you.
I'm parched. Hold on.
Oh, okay. You do your thing. To answer your question, Do I honestly think that? I think it's possible. Yes. Do I think it's realistic? No, I don't. And I'm glad you added that part in there. As far as speaking of, they both attractive, especially the females attractive, because I have female friends, and I know friends that have female friends as well, and they got married, their wives question it because the friend was very beautiful, in the case may be, and but if you, just speaking from experience, I would probably have to say that is, like I said, is it realistic? Not really, because at some point in time, like I said, I always say this to people. At some point in time, if a woman opened the door for some, let's just say, let's take Brown Sugar for example. Y'all remember that movie, Brown Sugar?
Okay, great
remember
example.
That?
Okay,
you remember that?
Yeah.
And you remember they was in there, take digs, he's going through with his wife. So now lady just happened to be at the end of the wrong spectrum, at the end of the stick, and it's right there, and then the gate was just wide open. And then vice versa, it happened later on in the movie with him. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever open that door, you crazy. I don't think there's no man out there who hasn't fantasized or thought nothing about their best friend if they are very sexually attracted to them or think they're very attractive. Not saying that we as naturally as men, that's what we do. It doesn't matter, friends, whatever the case may be. It's just natural. But do we know how to keep our, just respect boundaries? Yes, we do. But like I said, to answer the question, if you give that man that leeway and that one night you just happen to be drunk and out, and this is what women do, this is what your wives be talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't trust her around. I don't trust it. Because they basically saying they don't trust the man because they know we going to cave. You know why? Because each year that we go on with this friendship with this beautiful person, it just weakens us more and more and more and more.
Really?
So, hell yeah. You out your mind. And you,
Okay.
But even when you have someone, so you're saying like even you've been with this person maybe going on 2 years and you've had this best friend for 5 years. So you've known your best friend 3 years longer.
Yeah.
And you're saying that even with your significant other around, you're still going to be tempted by your best friend?
Nah, I wouldn't say just outright.
Don't lie now, because
No. No, when I said that, I'm saying when you put somebody in a situation, that's why I gave the example of Brown Sugar, because he was in a vulnerable state. They both was at some point during the movie, they was in a vulnerable state with his going with their ex, their spouses. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying more so than anything. I'm just saying, now, if you're saying on a regular night, y'all just happen to be out partying, clubbing type, nah, you probably not. That's just some, what I'm saying? I'm not saying some drunk shit, but let you and your husband get into a fight or something, and then y'all go out and have some drinks. Oh yeah, it's going to happen. It's you give him that green light, he will go in. He will fall into that hole. He definitely will. That's a trap. It's a trap. That's why I would never call. If I had a best friend at the time that I was attracted to, I would never call them when I got into an argument with my girl. Never.
When you're vulnerable, yeah.
When I'm vulnerable, hell no. No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Kyla, it sounds like you have a lot of, I don't want to say counters to that, but like, it sounds like you have some responses.
I guess it's just
elucidate.
I guess for me, it's just the idea of like, you can find people attractive, but you don't have to act on that attraction. Like, why can't somebody just be attractive and that's cool? I mean, I feel as though even men and women, I know we say that a lot of men are more physically attracted to the opposite sex or whatever. They're more so like they act on physical appearance. So they're enticed by physical appearance. But I think women do the same as well. I don't really look at it like, oh, just men are enticed by physical appearance and this and that. So to me, it's like you can still be attracted to somebody and just not act on it. I just look at it like how you said, Deshaun, that it like weakens the vulnerability part. To me, the attractiveness weakens because now you might get to know this person and you may realize like, I'm attracted. You're a good looking person, but I would never. I don't want you to touch me. Like like your personality is just not clicking. Like if I wanted to just have a one night stand, then why not just have a one night stand then? Why would it have to be your friend? That's how I look at it. Because if I'm really your friend, we should have cut that level off, especially if I have someone. So if I'm dating or you're dating, oh, there should never be that line that should be crossed, no matter how long you've known someone. Like I could take my life for example. I known this. I have a male best friend who I've known for years, since probably longer than Will. Like even though me and Will have known each other since high school, I've known this person probably since like elementary school. And I've seen him date, he's seen me date. And I remember there was a moment where he was like, we are so cool, like we should date. And I was like, oh, no, no.
You see that?
No,
you
no,
see
no.
What I'm talking about?
Because to me, it's like, I get it.
Don't worry, I'm going to get it.
I get it. It was like, oh, you know what? You know what? I think we should try this because other relationships were failing. But it did not feel right. It was like we went on a date, he held my hand and I was like, ooh, give it back. Like, why are you touching me? Because yeah, he's an attractive guy. But then even afterwards, he was like, yo, we definitely need to just be friends. Like that, like we are really just really good friends. Like we don't need to try to act upon anything. He was like, I just thought maybe we should try just to see. But it didn't go like, oh, we should try, we should automatically be physical. It was like, can we see ourselves in this? And it wasn't. It was so like, no, this is not us. You're an attractive man, and you may find me as an attractive woman, but that's as far as it went.
Okay. So
go ahead, dissect it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think this is one of those classic examples where, generally speaking, men and women will differ. From a male's perspective, having a female best friend that has a fat ass and some really great breasts and some long silky hair. And when she talks, she sounds like a fucking angel. And best friend, I don't care. I don't care. No, most men are not going to be able to handle that. I'm just being very realistic. I don't care how much he's in a relationship with whoever he's with. That doesn't being realistic. I couldn't have a female best friend look like a goddess. I can't. I can't. And that is no disrespect to any of my female friends, but like if you are goddesses, like I mean you are a goddess, but you know what I mean. Like if you look like my idea of a goddess, which is subjective. I can't. There's no way I could be married and have you be my best friend. I'm sorry. And I want to say the same is for a female. I'm sorry. Like I really truly do not believe a woman could be best friends with someone who looks like their ideal man and not have any type of emotional curiosity towards the person. And it be fully platonic given, like Deshaun said, the right circumstances. Under the right circumstances, man, anything is possible. And the physicality of it all will potentiate that to a degree. It doesn't even matter. So that's what I got to say to that. But I do agree with Kyla when you said that ultimately it's a decision. So you could be attracted to somebody and I could be and vice versa, and they be best friends. But there has to come to a point of a decision saying, am I going to act on it or not? So ultimately, it does always come down to that. But I'm like this, why put myself in that type of a situation?
He's like, I don't want to be fine. Because you know the answer. You know that goddess, she going to get it.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it.
So let me twist her story just a little bit, because her story kind of it kind of swayed a little bit because of simple fact he tried to do the dating aspect of it. I think we're trying to more so of say
the physical.
Yes, just outright. Like if the night was just, I'm talking like something perfect. Being in a relationship, that's something you build towards. We're talking about The moment presented itself.
But see, that's the
Everything was
thing.
right.
I feel like when it goes back to what Will was saying, it just also depends. And I think you also touched on this too. It goes back to the person and the decision. For some females, yes, we do act on attraction on physicalities. Like we're gonna look at you and be like, I really don't care what he sounds like. He could be dumb as a rock. I'm I'm hitting that. We will say the same. Like I'm getting it. I don't need him to speak. I need him to just perform. Okay, in the bedroom, he needs to do adult activities. That's it. I don't need him to talk. I don't need him to talk about his finance. I don't care about his car. I don't care how many bus passes he has. He got to lay it down.
Bus passes.
I don't care. You know, like that's your job. Like this is what you're here for. Now, when it comes to the friend aspect, it kind of goes into a question that I have, but I'm gonna wait. But it kind of goes into then again, it's still a decision of just like, even though, like, how can I put it? Even though he was trying to do the dating, he was an attractive guy, but I needed to now emotionally connect because I know I couldn't have physically done anything with him because I need to drink. And we were drinking. I was just like, ooh.
And that's what I'm talking about.
I still like, I'm trying to look at you emotionally like that, but I already disconnected that for me. It was like, no, I look at you so much like a friend. But that goes back to the emotional side because intellectually, I did not find him to be compatible. I just thought he was attractive. I find that he does have sometimes great insight on certain things, but as far as a relationship, he didn't check off nothing else. So I think that's what it happens. Like you can't, like with Brown Sugar, like they were checking off each other's boxes. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Those are the type of relationships, because when you have those type, I think that's the more relationships that I thought we were talking about was because when you typically best friends with someone is because you connect on so many different levels. You just ain't even tried it. Maybe you did try to, see if you guys will, got into a relationship in some way, but even if you didn't, most time when you have a female best friend like that, you are compatible in so many ways. So you're like, we automatically bond and do these type of things.
But not necessarily, because think about it. Like, don't you have
why would they be your best friend?
But no, because like sometimes you have your guy friends that you have certain things that you talk to certain males about.
You right. You
know what I mean? Like maybe I need my guy friend to tell me I'm going to talk to certain guys about certain things. Let's keep it 100. I got certain guys where I'm like, I'm going to go to him about the sexual stuff because he going to tell me. And then I'm going to go to this one about relationship because he ain't about that sexual stuff. He going to be like, ew, Kyla, what the hell? What you telling me this for?
But your best friend, you go to a majority of everything about. So
no.
Let's just paint that. So all right. So let's just paint that picture though real quick.
Okay.
Let's just paint that picture. Let's just paint that picture that this is your person. Mm-hmm. This is your best friend you talk to everything about. You think he's super sexually attractive, and y'all compatible. He'd be a great boyfriend. Y'all just never took it there, but you seen him do great things in other relationships and vice versa. They just never worked out. The moment presents itself, y'all both got somebody, over the case may be, or one might have, one may not. So you telling me, if all those things are in place, and the moment is right, and let's just say y'all was sipping, drinking, he's going through it with his girlfriend, or you going through with your man. Y'all both go. How about this? Y'all both going through with your partners, and you at your crib, and y'all sipping, drinking. Mm-hmm. You telling me there's no possibility?
I would have been brought it up because I'm a woman of like, once I find out you first of all, there ain't that many that's checking off all the boxes. So now you checking off the boxes and you attractive. Oh, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get you. Like, no, I'm not waiting for you to get a girlfriend. I'm telling you. I'm like, what?
But this is your
we
friend.
Need to be best friend. We need to be better. Okay? We need to be better. What? Yo, I'm not waiting for you to get a girl. Like, no. Fuck that. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Before you get a girlfriend,
answer the question, well.
Like, if you are my friend and you, like, we started off as friends, I think that's the best way to be anyway. You should start off as friends. That's probably going to be the best. That's probably going to be your soulmate. So if you start off as friends, y'all checking off each other's boxes, y'all getting to know each other. Oh, what? Who? Tyrone? I don't care about him. Hey, boo, what you doing? You want to watch a game? I want to watch a game. Yep, I'm going to go with you. Where are we going to the bar? Okay, we're going to watch it in your backyard. I don't care. I'm with you. You could be like, listen, I just need you to sit in the car with me and listen to music. Yep, I'm ready. What time? What time? Because now I'm gonna tell you. Oh, once I get my moment, I'm noticing now you check it off all the boxes. You're attractive. I'm seeing that like, oh, we having that conversation. Like, what's up? Where we going with this?
So to me, if I'm answering my question from the very beginning, to me this translates into two things. Men should not be best friends with women that look like Instagram models. And women should not be best friends with professional athletes and rich black men. so if you are married and your significant other has anybody in that category, you got to question it. I'm sorry, you got to question it. Okay. All right. Okay. So we answered that one. All right. We just getting warmed up now here, people.
I mean, you could get again. There's still boundaries though, because y'all can have that one night, and it's like, all right, we got it out of our system, and now I don't need.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's never gonna get out the man's system if it was good. I'm sorry. And if you got all that body, it's gonna always be in his head. He's gonna put it in some type of compartment in his brain and be like, "Damn, that was a good ass night. I had that ass clapping." I said, like that. So for a man, and I know what happened, but we're gonna keep going. For a man, it is never going anywhere. Okay, never. It is. Listen. Every girl that I have ever had relations with, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, it happened a long time ago. Blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, you can always, if you really wanted to, you can always pull up some type of memory from that particular time in your life. And let's just keep it real. And it's remember, everybody, this is experimental conversations. These are things that people won't really say out loud.
They're not. I'm gonna keep it funky. They definitely won't not have these conversations out loud because just don't want to pull the scabs off of certain things, and you feel like you hurt his feelings. But at the end of the day, we all human, and this is all realistic things. If you ask me, I'm not gonna lie. There's plenty of times you go down memory lane thinking about this, especially as a man. If you think your man is not going down memory lane, just because you married or been in a relationship for however long, you out your goddamn mind. You stupid. You just
especially with social media.
In denial.
You go more on Facebook and you edit. Let's just say you follow one of them or something like that.
I got disconnected.
All good.
It's all good. We know how to work through these things.
We professionals. We professionals.
We got you.
We just kept the conversation going.
Yeah.
I'm like, what I missed?
Nah, we just said basically the simple fact. We kind of swung it a little bit to the fact that if any woman,
it's always in a man's head, basically. Like anytime,
it's always in a man's head.
Yeah. Even if it's a one night stand, it's never going to leave the guy's purview because he can pull up that information. If you got all that body, all that ass, like if you got all that, like everything, he's never going to forget that night.
He's never going to forget that night.
Even if he finds her to be like stupid, like just annoying.
You're still gonna, you just a sexual partner now.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to be. You're not going to do nothing else. Yeah, there you go. We just come to do what it do, and that's it. We're going to keep it pushing, and we can keep our friendship going, and that's it. It may happen once a year. It may happen once every Christmas. I don't know. What the case may be. Whatever night that it happened, we can do an anniversary night of whatever that night was when we did it the first time. But you just never.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Beg it all.
I haven't talked to you in 9 months, but let's just pick up right where we left off.
For real, huh? And hey, sometimes those be the best too. When you don't do that for a whole long time, a whole year, man.
Let's catch up afterwards.
Yeah. Man, listen.
Oh, guys. All right, so the second question, we're going to talk about shooting your shot, essentially. How direct should we be in 2022, 2023? How direct should men be? We want to know. We want to know if we should always shoot our shot, if we should play hard to get. Like, talk about that, please.
I'll take it.
So,
Yes,
go
yes,
ahead.
yes, yes.
Go ahead, Kai.
No, just like shoot. It's just like they say, shoot your shot. You're not dribbling. Like, what we waiting for? Just if you like me. Just tell me that. Like, go for it. I think it is best to be direct, but I also think that females should be direct too. I think that if a guy told you that he's interested, let them know where you stand. Don't have him dribbling the ball and he's now shooting fouls and bricks because you're not giving him anything. You're not letting him know where he stands. And I get it, maybe you're unsure, but you need to say that and figure it out at some point, because it's not fair to just drag that person along and they're expecting something, or they're not even just so much expecting something, they're waiting for some answer, yay or nay, and you're not giving them anything.
So here's the caveat of the question, though. All right.
Yeah, here we go.
So
You always gotta sprinkle.
I'm about to dig in it. Well, I'm about to go with it.
So here's the caveat of the question. So yes. So what about if it's just sexually? What about if a man just says, I don't want you for anything else. I just want you for that. Because in my head, if a man was to ever fully come out his mouth and say that to a chick, let's just say they're at a bar or something like that, or just out anywhere, and it was like, yeah, like, I saw you walking, and I don't really care too much about your personality, but the way you look is absolutely amazing, and I just want to have sex with you. and I know that sounds crazy, but if men could do that and it work, I think every man would do that. So this is why this is the whole purpose of the show, experimental conversation. So, is that possible? Like, what would you have to say to that?
I feel like, don't they do that now? That's how one night stands happen. Like, yo, I'm feeling your vibe. You're feeling my vibe. Let's go home. And it's like, cool, that's what we're doing. And then you have that conversation later. Like, this was just for this. We had one goal. We accomplished that goal. That's it. I'm going to think it's real creepy if somebody down the street was like, yo, I want to hit it. I'd be like,
Can we,
pepper
pepper spray. Yo, son. Yo.
weird.
But can we just be a little?
Respect it because you're direct, but I might slap you, pepper spray you, and say no at the same time.
Yeah.
But can we just be real? Can we just be real quick and just say that typically one night stands happen for ugly people?
Have what?
One night stands happen only for ugly people. No,
I'm not ugly enough. I've had a one night stand before, so what's that supposed to be?
I mean, because to be honest, like, I probably didn't have a one night stand probably since I was like 25, 26.
Okay,
like, I think for attractive people, I'm thinking, because I hear about all these one night stands. I'm like, what is shit happening that? Like, goddamn, I know I'm not ugly. Like, and then you look around, you're like, oh, you ugly. These are the people that are pretty to have no, any type of pride for, stand for too much. But I'm saying,
one night
I don't think
stands
in our age,
they just don't be talking about it like that.
Hello.
They don't be talking about it.
You're right.
They happen. Trust me.
I'm talking. Let's be realistic. The type of woman that think about it realistically. The type of woman that we go after.
I think they happen more now than they did back then.
I get you, but the type of woman that we go after. What'd you say?
The shit I be hearing. Be like shit.
But shit, I wish y'all had told me what the hell
It's
they was.
like,
I just don't. The pretty woman.
And it happened.
The produce time.
So the gray sweatpants, and there it was. Here we are.
That's what I'm saying. I think women are more empowered now. I see. That's really my point. Like, I think women can have all the fun. They can walk up to a man and say, "Hey, I want that," and the man is gonna give it to him. But a man, man ain't gonna slap you for that. Like, man ain't gonna look at you like that, especially if you bad.
A man, because there's some men they got their standards, and they're gonna look at you like you crazy. Also,
okay,
let's be real. There's still STDs out here, so some people are like, "What the hell? Like, what?
Yeah,
what?" And so, how many people are you asking this to?
Well, I think it would more so if it was something of the norm, then I don't think men would feel any type of way. But being that if a woman came to me just out of the blue and said something crazy, I'm like, you dirty as hell. Like,
so let's not say out of the blue.
Because the simple fact it doesn't happen often. So that means you probably got something, or you trying to trap me and do something. So that's what I'm thinking. But if it's normal, if y'all did it more often, and it was something of the norm, like how we approach y'all, then it wouldn't be nothing.
So let's say you out at a day party, you with your friends, or let's say you out at a wedding, at a reception. So that's the type of context you at right now. You're single and the other person's single. All right, now you're Kyla. You're in the middle of the dance floor. You got some nice semi-slow song, and you just moving your hips and you dancing and you looking like an angel. And then and you're I guess a goddess. So now you have your knight in shining armor walking up to you and says, "Man, I seen you from across the room. Yada, yada, yada. I got a hotel room upstairs. Come with me." Now, would you, and I know you can't answer this question because it's completely hypothetical, but I'm just saying, like, if a man was dancing and and the woman noticed him and said that same thing, a man is going to go up to the room if he's single and he finds you attractive, and he's not going to think anything. He's not going to think twice about it. He's not going to think twice about it. That is the ultimate or fundamental difference of it.
Exactly.
Risking his life.
Exactly.
He's more. I ain't gonna front. He's more liable to risk his life in that situation because especially if she's looking like an Instagram model and she got all that. She's like, yo, like. Man, what man is going to say no to that? what man? I don't know. I don't know of one. That's actually single. No. I don't know of one.
I'm not going to say no. I'm just keeping it funky.
Sean?
Huh?
Are you single?
No, I'm not single.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, then you can answer this then. Never mind.
No, I can answer. I'll answer everything because I keep everything 100. I don't want to hold nothing back.
Single man's perspective on this too.
I'm gonna give you a single man's perspective because it wasn't too long ago I was single. I ain't like Will. I speak my mind. Ain't nothing holding that back. So go ahead, talk your talk. What you got?
I mean, I think again, like. Well, you were saying, like, if you guys are out, you're already having conversation, and they want to, like, they're being direct. I feel like it's about the vibe. If that's what you want that night, then do it. By all means, do what you feel is fun. Live your life. I think that so many people, I know that, like, a lot of women, especially, they frown upon, like, ever having a one-night stand. Oh, I can never do that. I can never do this. And it's like, all right, well, you might be missing out if you don't. You might be pleasantly surprised if you do try it and you're like, wow, this was actually really fun. I like having this person around, and now they're your new hangbang. Or it could turn into something else where it can grow. You never know, but you can't. I'm the type that's like, if the vibe is right, it's all about how you feel. If the guy is like, my thing about being direct is be direct when you're taking me out on a date and you're making me think you're interested in me, when your reality is you just want to sleep with me. Let me know that. That's what I mean by direct, because maybe that's what I want from you too. Again, you may be dumb as a rock, and I'm like, oh, you're so stupid, but you attractive. And you might be attractive for one thing. Well, I just don't want to talk to you. That's all. I really don't want to talk to you. I just want you to do one thing. So you need to, I always tell men that I date, like, give me the opportunity to actually make a decision. Don't make it for me. Don't take me out and do all this stuff and you constantly doing it. Of course, the first time, maybe at that wedding, I met that guy and he's like, yo, I really want to take you out. In the back of his mind, he knows that he just really wanted one thing from me. It's like, no, don't take me out, because that's not what I want. That's not what you want. So let me decide on that.
So I guess the underlying question is,
hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
So that's what I forgot to tap into. So to kind of go off of what she's saying, the same thing I did when I was in. I would say when I decided to start being this honest man and just keeping it 100, and just saying, speaking my mind. In 2019. So anyway, so it is to the point where every woman that I dated,
wait. When did you write your book?
Huh?
When did you write your book?
Say it again.
What year did you write your book?
No, I wrote my book I've been writing my book since 2010.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
I thought that was a connection. Sorry.
Oh no, you think you slick?
That was your opportunity. I gave you the alley and you just.
So, therefore, the book is 100% honest. But when I decided to be really, really honest was, when I say honest, I mean like just keep it being very forward and none of that lying stuff to girls, when you're dating them, just beating around the bush. I just started telling people like, there's times like, let's say for instance, last night, our fellow frat brother Kayvon always has his suits and cases. I used to go to those things. I used to bag things from there. And sometimes, I got lucky sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So if I take, for instance, if I went last night, and this is what I did, past few years, was when I was dating someone, I would just simply tell them, I'd be like, listen, if it's someone that I know I just want to simply just sleep with and just keep it at that and just wanted to sleep with them, I will be simply honest, kind of like Kyla said. I just wanted to test it. And 9 out of 10, most times it worked. It really did work by me just telling them straight up, like, I don't see you as that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as me wanting to be in a relationship with you, but I do find you very attractive. You are what I lust after. So therefore, if it's okay with you, let's make this happen. Boom, boom. So are you going to have those people that turn it down? Of course. You know what I'm saying? But I got tired of doing that, of take you out to eat, spend all that money, just to freaking 2 months later down the road, a month later down the road, just say, I just wanted to sleep with you. That was it. What the hell? What do we do?
So we have a guest, but I'm gonna segue. I'm gonna use all that to segue into our guest. So what we're really saying is this. What we're saying is, or really the question is this. When should the man shoot his shot? When he just wants to have sex? Because what we're saying is that, I guess what we're saying is that he should just be direct with it in some way, shape, or form. But now, when in that whole entire process of him first seeing you, and then maybe the minutes after or days after, when is it his opportune time to say, hey, all right, I see where this is going, and I wouldn't mind just having sex with you. I don't want anything other than that. Miss Nelly, I know you just got on. I know that's a heavy question. I don't know if you want to just chew on that one. I don't know if Kyla wants to answer that one first, and then Nelly, you can just jump right into that one because you actually need no introduction because you were on the first few episodes. But yes, Miss Kyla, I'm gonna let Miss Nelly chew on that one, and Miss Kyla, can you elucidate or elaborate? Yes, por favor.
Wait, can you break down that question again?
Okay.